One day, I used to come out, wash my clothes in the river and go back. So one day while I was standing on this side, I saw a young lady, a young girl sitting there on the rock, who was definitely of foreign origin, because her hair was not black, it was brown, and she was sitting there. She was wearing a tulsi mala in her neck. She was wearing a pale sari, and she was sitting there. Most of the time I found her every now and then vomiting near the rocks on the banks of the river. So I went to her, and I asked her if some food poisoning or what is wrong with you. She said, no, it's not food poisoning. What is that? She said, I have been coming here to Rishikesh for many years. I am very fond of the river Ganga, and I am also very fond of the Himalayas. Rishikesh, I have been to Badri, Kedar and all that. But I have no interest in Hinduism or religion or meditation or anything of the kind. I just love the place, so I like to come. She said, I tried to go to one or two ashrams, but I am not interested. They tried to convert me. But I love the Himalayas. I love the Ganges, the Ganga. I like the Himalayan mountains. So I said, but why are you vomiting? She said, because this is probably the 4th time that I am coming here. But now the doctor in the US has diagnosed that I have cancer of the intestines, and he has given me 3 months. Says that you will not last beyond 3 months. So I decided that I should do what I love most before I die. So I have come here to enjoy what I love most, which is the river and Rishikesh. So I'm here. And now she said, I have come to a stage where even if I drink water, it comes out. I cannot even drink water. I could make out when she explained, because she was very thin and very weak and pale. It struck me that perhaps Babaji might help. But I couldn't take somebody there directly and go to him without his permission. So I said, you just wait here, I will come back. I made a run from there. Normally it takes about 1.5 hours to reach Moni Baba's cave. I must have reached in about 30 minutes maybe. I ran fast and I reached there, and Babaji was sitting there, just there outside as if waiting for me. So I started. I said, Babaji, there is this lady there. So he said, which lady? So what? When I started looking at lady, I said, Babaji, there is a it's foreigner ladies, is it? I said, Babaji, aisa nahi hai. It's not like that. There is a sick lady there. So he said, are you a doctor or am I a doctor? I said, so why this interest on sick ladies? I said, Babaji, she's suffering, she's been vomiting. He looked at me for some time and he said, I wanted you to see her. Don't do anything. I don't know what you want to do or you don't want to do, but I just want you to see her. Maybe before she dies, doctor says she'll last only for 3 months. Maybe your blessings before she dies would be of use to her. He thought for some time and he said, ठीक है, लेके आओ उसको. All right, bring her. So I again made a run, maybe the same time. Excited because I have succeeded to take this girl there. So I said, come with me. She said, after some time I can't run with you, I can only walk. So slowly she walked. I went with her. It must have taken around 2.5 hours or so for us to reach. I thought now this is finished because Babaji would have gone somewhere or God knows what he's doing. He'll say, where were you? But he was again like before, waiting there as if he was waiting for us. Took her and made her sit down. Babaji said, "Baitho, baitho." Then I said, "Babaji, this girl, I don't want to use names. In my autobiography, I have mentioned this story, but I have used a pseudonym, not the real name, Jenny." So I said, "She is very ill. She has cancer of the intestines. And the doctor in the US has said that she will not live for more than..." So I wanted to tell him. Actually, I didn't tell him. I said, "Babaji, I will..." She started in English and I started translating in Hindi. So after 1 minute, Babaji said, "Chup raho." I kept quiet because I thought he didn't know English, and after even all these experiences, I thought somebody should translate for him. He said, "Chup raho." So I kept quiet. So he listened. Yeah, he kept shaking his head, closed his eyes. So she said that I had cancer. The doctors have said that I will be dead in 3 months, and there's nothing he can do about it. I don't know why I came. He called me, brought me here. But she addressed him as master. So after some time he looked at her and she said, "So I will be dead in 3 months. And then he talked back to her in English, and that too in the same accent in which she was talking. And I can't imitate that accent. And he said to her, "Oh, so you're going to die?" "Yes, master," she said. "Yes," he said, "I am also going to die. He is also going to die. Everybody is going to die at some point or the other." He was not laughing or smiling, but there was some peculiar expression, and he said it very softly. He said, "You're saying you're going to die. I'm going to die. He's going to die. Everybody is going to die at some point." Then he said, "At least you think you know when you're going to die. Most people don't know when they're going to die. So relax. If you're going to die, it's better to die peacefully." And the moment he said this, I was watching this girl, and her face, facial expression completely changed. She looked... Suddenly there was an expression of peace coming into her mind, as if she had accepted it completely. So he said, "So if you're going to go in peace, I am with you." Then he said, he taught her some simple breathing exercise to do and something to chant, which is Om. And he said, "So go home, do this exercise and chant Om and be peaceful and think of me. Okay?" She said, "Okay, master." And then he said, "Take her back and leave her where she came from." So I took her, and after 2 days, she had booked her ticket already to go back. So after 2 days, she went away. Went to Delhi, and from there I think she must have flown. I lost complete touch with her because in those days I neither had a telephone number nor an address on which to write. It completely... But I had one... and she said, "Where can I contact you?" I said, "Care of Shivananda Nagar post office. If you write, perhaps I will get the letter, and write Shiv Prasad, Brahmachari Shiv Prasad." She said, "All right." Because this name Madhukarnath, which Babaji had given me, was supposed to be then very confidential, only between him and me. So I gave her Shiv Prasad, which is the name I got in Haridwar. Fine. And she went away. I lost complete touch with her. 2-3 years passed. I think 3 or more. And meanwhile, I think Babaji, 85, Babaji went off. After that, I went to Rishikesh. As usual, I used to go wander around Rishikesh for a month or two and come back, whatever I was doing, working, not working. So with my backpack I went, and I was walking near Muniki Jadi in Rishikesh. And then I thought somebody crossed and went on the other side. It looked so much like Jenny, but little well built. Could be a relative. I don't know anything about her. So I went, stood, and then she went and stood, and she called me. And Shiv Prasad, she said, "Are you?" And I said, "Yes." "Are you Jenny?" She said, "Yes." I said, "What happened to you? I thought she had dead in 3 months." She said, "Can we go and sit and have a cup of tea or coffee somewhere? I'll explain to you." I said, "All right." So we went and sat in one of those little, there are many shops out there. And I said, "What happened to you?" She said that she went back. She went back home. She said, "I was so peaceful. I felt that I'm perfectly all right. I'm going to die, so let me die in peace." And then slowly, one day I drank water and I didn't vomit. So I drank coffee and I didn't vomit. Then I had food and I didn't vomit. So I went back to the doctor and said, "Please, we have a checkup." So he checked up and said, "It has gone. There is no cancer." She said, "But how is this possible? You gave me 3 months." He said, "Sometimes these things happen. Nobody can say. Certain diseases go off by themselves. There is some natural process." He said, "He gave me a bag load of shit." This is exactly what she told me, but I was fine. And she was fine. So she said, I thought, let me go back to Rishikesh now and enjoy. And believe me, how did I see you? She said, "This is all arranged." She said, "Where can we see the master?" I said, "Go on." So she said, "This is funny that I should see you." I said, "Yeah." So we spent some time together, and then she went back. And again, completely out of my system, but this time I could give her some address where she could write a letter to me. So I gave her address in Chennai where I was staying in my house. And then after some time, 1 year or so, 1.5 years, I got a letter, but it was not from her. It was from her, but the letter was address was for her brother. I didn't know her brother, so I thought it's some American has written me a letter. So when I opened it, there was a letter inside that written by her. And the letter was very strange. The letter said that I am perfectly fine and clear now. I went to sleep yesterday night and I dreamt of the master. So he came in the dream and he asked me, "Are you okay now?" I said, "I am okay." "You're cured?" I said, "I am cured." He said, "You're perfectly all right, at peace?" I said, "I am perfectly all right, at peace." Then he said, "It's time to go home now," and went away. So I don't understand the import of this. I am writing this letter, waking up at midnight, I am writing this letter to you. What does he mean by going home? All the best, and all, signed and kept. And her brother had found this letter because the next morning she never woke up. So her brother found this letter near her bed, in which the address was written. So he posted it to me, because in that my original name was written. Because when I met her again in Rishikesh, I told her, "I don't want to make a fool of you. This is my real name." It came to me. I read it. Her brother said, "I am covering note. I am sending this to you because she had told me that you are a good friend of hers," and things like that. So this is the story of Babaji's and Jenny, which